So I think there's a variety of data sources. In very mature markets, the credit bureau report is probably the most reliable. It is the most direct measure of creditworthiness. But in places like India, where you don't have access to credit report, the kinds of alternative data we think about are bank statements, data from the phone, especially if you have an Android phone, the kind of phone, data you can pull from that. There are a lot of other interesting data sources that can be pulled. Psychometric is another one, which I find fairly interesting. It's the concept of asking a set of questions to peer into the mind of the individual, which is best handled in traditional lending with a face-to-face meeting. So this kind of replicates a little bit of that understanding, because if you actually think about it, face-to-face meetings are probably the biggest and best source of data and the best source of and signal in reducing bad debt. But in digital lending, of course, you're trying to scale up, you're trying to contact the customer less. We're looking at other interesting data sources, PF data. That's a nice verification of salary and things like that. There's a lot of interesting data sources that I don't think have been tapped yet. Well, again, I'm interested in it because it has a lot of seemingly inherent value. But how can you take value? Well, you need to work with organizations that know how to set up these psychometric tests and see if there's a signal that comes out of it. You have to compare that data with a bunch of people you lend to, and you see which ones are good and which ones are bad, and you see if there's a signal. I haven't seen it yet. I'm very interested in it. I hear MFIs are doing a lot of this, pioneering a lot of things like that. I haven't seen the data yet. I'd love to see it.